everybody. This is TheWhisperCorner, and welcome to the final part in looking through this miniature atlas from 1891. This is the final part. There is only one more continent left to cover. To begin with, I looked at the initial few maps and charts and features. Then there was Europe, Asia, Africa, and in the last video I looked at the Americas, and that leaves Oceania. So let's just have a quick look. So we have Oceania. Let's just quickly zoom in. So here we have, starting in the northwest, Hong Kong, Manila, Borneo, the East Indian Archipelago. Then we move down to New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, New Hebrides, New Caledonia. Somewhere I would fit in very well. We have Friendly Islands, Tahiti, Society Island. Of course, this is all the Pacific Ocean. So we have Tasmania, and then to the west of Australia we have the Indian Ocean. So let's move down a page. So we have here Australia. So in the southeast we have Victoria, Tasmania. To the north and east of Victoria we have New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia. It's an odd way of putting it. The Northern Territory of South Australia. I think now it's just the Northern Territory. And then to the west, all of this is Western Australia. We have the Great Victoria Desert, the Great Sandy Desert. To the north here we have the Kimberley District. And to the north of Western Australia we have the Timor Sea. And as I said earlier, to the west of Australia we have the Indian Ocean. So on the west coast of Australia we have Fremantle and Perth, Geraldton. We have Cape Londonderry, and in the north of the Northern Territory of South Australia we have Fort Darwin, Palmerston, we have Burketown. This area here is the Gulf of Carpentaria. we have the Cape York Peninsula. To the east of Australia we have the Coral Sea. Going down the coast we have Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney, Eden, Melbourne, I think this must have been before Uru was found, because there's nothing there. Or Ayers Rock as it can be called. So we have the Tropic of Capricorn going through Western Australia, South Australia, Queensland. Silly little way of remembering which is Cancer and which is Capricorn. They're in alphabetical order, north to south. So then, in the southwest of Western Australia, as I said, we have Perth, Lake Moore, Lake Austin, I'm guessing all these C's stand for Cape Naturalist, Cape Leeuwin, so I'll go on to the next page. So we have a close-up of New South Wales and Queensland. So the main city of Queensland this time would have been Brisbane. And in New South Wales we have Sydney. We have Newcastle, Port Macquarie, Solitary Island. Sounds a pretty remote place to be. We have Rockhampton, Northumberland, Mackay, so then going round here to the south we have Victoria and Tasmania, and also a close-up of Perth. So we have Sydney here in the east coast, Botany Bay. In Victoria we have Melbourne, and over here to the west we have Adelaide. If there's any Australians watching, can I just not see Canberra? Or in 1891, did Canberra not exist? So we have Ballarat, Melbourne, Geelong. We have the Eyre Peninsula, the Spencer Gulf, and then between Australia In Tasmania, we have the Bass Strait. So here we have Tasmania and its main city, Hobart. It looks like Launceston. We have Flinders Island, King Island. In fact, I just thought of something. Give me a second. See, we're almost at the end of the book. But at the end of the book, we have a list of all the places that you would typically find in the back of a list. Yeah, this goes from can A to can D. There's no can B, so perhaps Canberra indeed did not exist back in 1891. So then, as I said, we have Perth. Trying to see what this says. Looks like Albany, New York, Beverly, Cape Naturalist, which I mentioned earlier, and then to the south of Tasmania we have the Southern Ocean. So next up we just have a close-up of the cities of Sydney and Brisbane. Close-up of Melbourne and Adelaide. So then we come on to New Zealand, the South Island. This is a very detailed map, or should I say very shaded. It's hard really to make out what's being said. There's this place here, Dunedin. I think I was told off years ago in a different video about New Zealand that I pronounced that wrong. Something like Dunedin. Got a funny accent anyway, you just have to accept it. No, this doesn't want to focus for me. So we have the Canterbury Bight, Malno, the Fuvo Strait, this here seems to say Otago, and here we have Christchurch, Pegasus Bay, and to the north we have Marlborough. And we move on to the North Island. So we have I want to say Wellington, The writing is ever so slightly too small for me to see. And this whole area seems to be Auckland. Then we have Auckland up here as well. So maybe this is the region of Auckland. Then up here is the city of Auckland. I would have to have a map of the modern day to know exactly where Wellington is. So then finally we come on to Hawaii and Fiji. So if this is 1891, it's far too early to be a US state. So we have the island of Hawaii, Maui, Molokai, Oahu. Here we have Honolulu, Lanai, Kaulai, Kona, Hilo, Waikiki, if I'm being lucky with any of these pronunciations, it's purely through watching Hawaii Five-0. On the other hand, there is no Fiji Five-0, so there will be no pronunciations here. So we have what looks like Viti Levu and Manua Levu. We have the Goro Sea, Mao, the Yasawa Grip, Navidai. So that is all of the maps. So then after that we come on to the miniature gazetteer, and what this is a list of just about every place on the map. We have the description, the location. Maybe it'd be best to go to the first page to get a better idea of what it tells me. In fact, it doesn't even give you an index to begin with. So the first place is Aalborg. It's a seaport city in Denmark, in the state of Jutland, on the Lim Fjord. Let's see, I'll look up a few places. Let's see if we can find Belfast. So we have Belfast, seaport city, Ireland, Antrim, 113 meters. Sorry, it must be 113 miles north of Dublin. And before anyone criticizes it, says Ireland, this was pre-partition. So let's see. Bethlehem, town in Palestine, 5.5 miles southwest of Jerusalem. Looking for a particular place. Not sure if it's going to be there. No, must be too small. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was World War One or World War Two, but it was one of the facts on my facts videos recently where it had the location of the signing of the peace treaty to end the war. A lot of Cumberlands, a lot of Danvilles, more than one Dallas. One in Iowa, North Carolina, Oregon, Pennsylvania, and the main one in Texas. A lot of places called Darling, Douglas. There's 3 Dunkirks. One in France, one in New York, one in Ohio. There's 3 Dublins, one in Ireland, one's actually a county. A county, a city, and a village in Indiana. There's 3 Edinburghs, a city, capital of Scotland, a village in Illinois, and a village in Indiana. There's 4 Elizabeth towns, a village in Illinois, a village and township in Kentucky, a village in New Mexico, and a village and township in New York. Fairfax, Virginia doesn't exist. A wee bit of NCIS locations there. There's Fairfield, but no Fairfax. There's a lot of forts. And a hell of a lot of places called Franklin, Indiana, an island in the Antarctic Ocean, Kentucky, Louisiana, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ontario, Pennsylvania, Tasmania, and Tennessee. Gallipoli, Seatown in Turkey. It'd be interesting to know how many of these places just no longer exist. There's nowhere called Kevin. Funny enough. Just thinking here, I'm recording this on Remembrance Sunday. Just wondering what it says for Psalm, if it's here. The Somme River, France, falls into the English Channel. Department of France on the English Channel. 2,379 square miles. Then we have Springfield, city, county seat of Illinois. Springfield, Massachusetts, Springfield, Missouri, Springfield, Ohio, Colorado. So, this is the last video I'll be making with this little book. By the way, the very last place is Zwolle, a city in the Netherlands. That gives us latitude and longitude. I am now going to send this to another YouTuber for him to make, I don't know, as many videos as he wants with. So whenever he receives it, I will let you know. So thanks for watching, and cheery bye.